This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz & Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz & Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our number one priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our number one priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, now Certified Federal Credit Union. Guess what? It's that time of year again. The holidays are coming up. You guys are going to be spending, getting those gifts for all of your loved ones. And I just wanted you guys to know that we can help you save money and get those balances down, especially with the credit cards that you use with those high interest rates. Bring it on over to us. We have low fixed rates starting at 8.9. We don't go above 17.9. And if you want a balance transfer, you can get 0% for 6 months. Imagine what you can pay off with that. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, 909-504-7371. Again, I'm Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, also now Certified Federal Credit Union. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.
All right, everybody, we are back. Welcome to another episode of Let's Connect Now. I'm excited. It's Monday morning, 7 a.m. You guys are, I hope you're driving, listening, you're at work, you're doing your thing. But you, oh my God, this guy, he just can't wait to start talking. Monica, stop. I'm just kidding. So we also, it's good. We have Brendan. He's producing the show today, so we're excited about that too. Aiden's over there. He's sitting down. He forgot his glasses. Actually, broke his glasses. So, and then Simon, he's there. I have no idea what Simon's doing, but Simon's over there sitting there, and it's good. Simon. Oh, he's doing behind the scenes. Okay, good. Yes, he's recording. I didn't know. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to our sponsors. Love you guys. Thank you so much for sponsoring this show. We're excited. I have a great guest. We want to get right into it. I know we go to the commercial break, but I wanted to get into it. We've had this gentleman on a long time ago. We talked really good about what he did and does and stuff, but we're going to talk about, a special subject that was on my heart. And I felt like giving him a call because he's the type of guy that we could flow off each other. So it's not really an interview, but we're going to have a discussion about some, I wouldn't call it issues, but I would say there's some things happening in this world that I wanted to pick his brain, find out about that. And then we could jump back and forth and talk about it. Because for me, he's a successful businessman that I heard. Haven't seen it yet, but I've heard. No, I've seen a lot. He's been a great mentor in my life. Known him for a long time, giving me great advice. And let's welcome to the show, Mark Anthony. Let's welcome to the show. Very excited to have you back, man.
Glad to be here.
At first, people probably thought it was Monica making those noises, but
yeah, I was just joking around.
I know. Hey, hi, Monica. How you doing? Monica, you look handsome. No, but thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it. And when I asked you to come on and the subjects that I asked you, to come on and talk about,
right? You
were like, yeah, sure, let's do this, man. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
And even today, we're talking a little bit like this is share. Let's share from our heart. But we are going to be politically correct, because I don't want nobody jacking us up. And
I'm going to be purple.
Yeah. You said you're going to be purple.
I like purple, yeah. Instead of blue or red, purple.
Purple. Yeah. Purple's good. It's like a neutral. If you could wear purple, real men wear purple.
That's right.
Yeah, or lavender or
purple.
Purple, yeah. So
Purple.
But what I wanted to talk about is something that I feel that's going on a lot lately, you know, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that there are a lot of women empowerment events going on right now. There's a lot of them going on because women and just people in general need to be empowered. You know, so there's a movement. It's very strong, and I've been surrounding myself around very successful men and women. But it seems as though that the women have been taking more charge in this whole empowerment movement, and I have not seen anything really for men. What do you think about that?
I'm going to ask you the opposite question. What are you seeing? I don't know. I mean, what are you comparing it to?
What am I comparing it to is that I'm in the business that I'm in. You know, we're a business association.
Because I don't see, you know, I see women in power.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Whether it's political power, sports, finance. But my perception, it might be a little different. So what are you actually seeing that makes you come up with this, you know, hey, you know, these women are in power? What are you saying?
It's not that the women are in power.
Right.
I'm saying that I feel as though the men are getting left behind. Because the more that I go to business functions and I'm around a lot of business functions, there's more of a unity with women than there is with men that I've been seeing and noticing.
I think that is deep rooted, and especially depending on what the age bracket is. Okay. Because right now, what you see is, you know, men that are over 60, if you will, 50 going over 60. A lot of them have a tendency to they're withdrawing because they're withdrawing from the system. We can see that. The kids that are in their 20s are mostly grow up in houses without father figures.
Okay.
Women had a tendency to take that leadership role at a younger age, where they're watching their sisters and their brothers. So we are seeing a little movement with women wanting to be more powerful and having to position themselves where either they're going to have to, you know, have sex with a guy to get into that power position, or they're going to have to make themselves more valuable to the marketplace.
Right.
So we are definitely seeing that. I mean, I think, you know, it just depends on really how you perceive that. And also, you got to realize this, and this does take place. Whether it depends what kind of income bracket you're in, on how you, and really how you absorb this information.
So you're saying that?
What I'm saying is that if the guy that's homeless, okay, talks to a homeless chick, the guy that works at McDonald's, he talks to people in his category of income.
Yeah.
The guy that makes under 50K, that's the category income of people he's around. So it depends where you're at. So if you look at women that are over high six-figure developers, their category selection, and when they get on the microphone, they're highly respected because they can talk at that level, because their experience base is matching their knowledge base. Whereas, I don't know. That's what I say. What are you seeing?
No, I'm saying what I'm seeing is going to a lot of events. Like I was saying earlier, going to a lot of events. It's not that, yes, I am seeing a lot of more women speaking and stuff, and men. When it comes to just speaking and the power thing, I'm seeing both, you know. But what I'm saying is I would mention to people, hey, man, why don't we have an empowerment movement? Like, why don't men have some type of empowerment
and you know
movement?
what? I've seen like women do playbook. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, ex-NFL women doing that. You know, Rachel Weaver is a good friend of mine. She does the Choice Awards. She hosts the Choice Awards. So thousands and thousands of people go to that.
Yeah, they're putting. I'm hearing now a lot of more women announcers in baseball too. They're down at the field. They're interviewing the people.
Now, I don't agree with the football stuff. I mean, I know. I should. I think I blew it on that.
Yeah,
one,
I think, man. I think we just lost listeners right now.
So I think that's or boxing, you know. But hey, you know what? They're in MMA now.
Yeah, they're in MMA. So that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What I am talking about is women empowering women have been on the rise. but I don't see no men empowering other men. This society these days, it looks as though, my feeling and what I'm seeing and what I've been hearing with other podcasters and influencers, men, they're saying the masculinity has been taken, has been wanting to take it away, where the men have to be a little more submissive. And viewing that,
What you talking about, Willis?
okay, yeah, no, because you're old school. You're a little bit old school. I'm old school, but for the new
Right.
the new men, the young men that are coming up, the guys that we have right here that are 18, 19 years old,
Right.
you know, are they being trained to be men? Or are they being trained as this, as oh no, we need to support the women? Which I get it. I have 2 daughters. I'm going to support them to 100%. But women are almost every week you see a women's empowerment event, women empowerment event taking place at this place,
Well, I
this
mean-
place, this
I
place.
mean, if
but
you-
men, where can I go?
Well,
Where can I go to get an empowerment? I call Mark.
I don't see in our, especially in, depending upon, and again, I would have to say, especially here you look in California, a lot of opportunities for empowerment are in very small circles. And again, I have to go with this. If you're in a certain income bracket and you're not, you know, people don't call on you, you know, to participate. If you can be in a certain income bracket and not red or blue, they don't call on you. You're not invited. You could be black, they don't call you if you're Mexican. You can be Latino, and they don't call you if you're a brother. The freaking problem is that men have a tendency to just only want to talk to their group of people that fit in their lifestyle, their money, their income, and all that's bullcrap, because I don't believe that.
Correct.
I think that's what's missing. And especially, you know, like these gentlemen here, you know, you get hit with the uncle that's pissed off at the white guy, or he's pissed off at Donald Trump. Because he believes everything he hears. But he likes Obama, but he doesn't really know all the stuff. You know, and you just see this. And so they're programmed to decide who's going to mentor them.
Ooh.
Right? And the people that they pick, they can't mentor their own dog. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is not. And so that's what I see. I think that there's an off balance there. And what you find, and listen to this, and what you find is really good, is that, and it's sad to say, but a lot of women mentor men,
Yes.
right? And I see that.
I surround myself
Yeah.
around powerful women because they keep me in line.
Yeah, because they're not ashamed to put you in check and laugh with you at the same time without the egotistical position of I'm better. So since I make more money, you need to listen to me, right? And whereas a man is, you know, if he has what I would call a bruised soul, and you can develop a bruised soul from somebody belittling you or speaking condescending words towards you. And so you have a hard problem with trust and releasing that, so you can be almost vulnerable to, you know, information. I think vulnerability is looked at as you're a sissy.
Right.
You know, you're a coward. But vulnerability actually gives you access to make more wealth. Because now you can understand things that you didn't understand before, because you opened up. And when you open up, you know, an open heart, it attracts information. A closed heart, people will just shut down. They don't tell you anything. So when a female, and so we see the women, you know, growing and growing and growing, and they are doing all kinds of stuff.
Right. They are.
Right? And the men are sitting around and they're counting their beans. They're counting their money. They're just sitting back. Okay, I got this. I got my company, my business, my girl over here, my girl over there. You know, and they're just out there just counting their stuff. But the women are becoming more. They allow their vulnerability. And this is what a great one. They allow their vulnerabilities to attract the right type of people that can help them build a legacy for their children's children. Right? And they're open to that.
Right.
You know,
and I can see that. I mean to cut you off, but I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that because, you know, with myself, I've done recently is I had somebody that was mentoring me and stuff, and I would share my problems with them.
right.
as a man to a man.
Right.
But then I felt like that person kind of looked down on me in a little bit. Like, man,
After they found out some shit.
yeah, after they found
Right.
some stuff.
Right.
And then when I closed up, and then they called me, how you doing? Oh, Matt, great. Boom, boom. It was like, boom, okay, cool, man. It felt like it opened up with that person. And now we're like on the same level because now I'm
But
not
deep
vulnerable.
down inside, though, you know something is wrong.
Yes.
Something's wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it is wrong because like, wow, so I have to be, you're right. I have to be closed
Yeah,
to let you think like everything's okay with me so I
Right.
could be in your circle.
Or you gotta also look at, okay, number one, the women are there. We all see it. Everybody sees it around the internet. Women are coming up, and they are talking about what's going on in the economy, what's going on with NASA, what's going on with this subject matter. So they're they're doing that. The guys are trying to just build a platform. I want to be like this. Let me tell you some information. Come buy my tickets. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the female just gets on. I mean, hey, listen, everybody likes an ugly person. But I've seen, I've seen some ugly girls. Okay? And I mean, they're cute in their own way. But I'm just saying to the general public, however they perceive what ugly and cute is. Get on and just be honest. And have 20 million followers. But the information that's coming out of her mouth, it make you cross your arms and go, I need to listen.
Right. That's right.
Right? Versus the one that is all plastic up, right? Got less followers than her. And they got to tell you a whole bunch of other crap too. They got to sell you lust to be able to attract their viewers. So you're seeing this with the woman.
Yeah. No, but I see it with the man because you're right. Because I'm going to be honest. I was in church.
Right.
When I used to do this, is I would see somebody take the pulpit, and if they did not look better than me, I'm like, really, you're going to tell me how to do my
Of course,
life?
that's how we all grew up, yeah.
You're going to tell me how to be in my life? Especially if it was a man, and I dressed better than him, I looked better than him. I was like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
Like, dude, get off the stage. But that's what my mind did.
Right.
Because I had this image of how somebody more successful than me has to talk to me in order for me to receive it. Yeah. But you're right. We could learn from anybody.
Yeah.
As long as we're open.
And I think that going back to your first thing is that dealing with women. So what else is going on, man?
No, I'm doing good, man. We're really excited about everything. I mean, I feel like I am growing a lot lately. I want to grow because
what are you running into out there though? Like when you talk about growing, I mean, what are you doing? Vitamins or something? You take? You look like you look good, pretty good, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking myself.
I haven't seen you in a minute, but
hey, man, I'm straight, so that
you taking any vitamins or something?
Yes.
Like
you know what? Let's talk about health. A lot of people don't take care of themselves, man.
What are you
I am
doing,
taking
bro?
sea moss.
Sea moss is cool.
Sea moss is good. It's good for your gut and your gut.
So gut health, yeah.
Gut health takes care of your body, your face, your facial, all that stuff. So I'm doing sea moss, ginger, turmeric, elderberry.
So how long you been doing it now?
I've been doing it for a couple months now. And I've been feeling really good.
Right.
And then I've been working out.
Right.
But I'm not trying to work out to get all buff when you see
Right.
I see my buddies do. They're like, hey, fool, you still look skinny. I'm like,
yeah.
I just do it for my health,
But you know what?
I do it for my health.
I like skinny because it fits the suit better.
That's what I say. Seriously.
Right. No,
that's what I
seriously.
say.
I mean, I remember back when I used to bodybuild, it was hard to.
Yeah, because you're like, your shoulders, your chest.
It's more expensive. And you can't find a suit. You know, when you bodybuild, you think of, how good you look,
Right,
You're
yeah.
focused on that. But I like that, because I think most of the women today like slim, men.
No,
and fitted. I'm talking about fitted.
Okay,
but
but they like the man bod today. A lot of women love the man bod.
okay, well maybe
See, even
wait a minute.
all my
Okay, wait a minute.
It's
wait
the
a
man
minute.
bod.
Well, I think I'm just a little older. I might be saying the same thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't clap me out. But I think fitted is good.
Fitted is good. A lot of women these days are not liking a guy who's too fit, too big.
No.
They don't want to compete. They don't want to compete against that.
Right.
Because then they got to compete against that.
Oh, yeah.
They like a little bit of a belly
Oh, yeah.
hanging.
He's pointing to himself. Over
Yeah,
there.
see, yeah. They like the little man bod. You know, you look, you look fit. That's
You look
it.
fit.
You just
That's
look
what
fit.
I'm talking about. Being fit.
Yeah, that's it.
Fit is the look.
Yeah, like you look good.
I'm fit,
you look
you
good.
know?
You look fit.
Right.
You're hiding the belly really good.
Yeah, right there. I gotta have something tight. I did my sit-ups before I came.
But I don't see no chest hair. You know.
No, it's bald.
It's bald. But I see the bling bling right there. Heck yeah.
It's bald. But so supplements are good. So you're doing that.
Yeah, supplements.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you taking anything?
You know, I've always taken something. You know.
Okay, what does somebody at your level right now? Because you are a very successful man. I consider you, Mark, a very successful entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing, man. Since I've met you, you've always given me the best advice. I love the fact because every time I've asked you questions, you don't candy coat it with me. You're very straightforward. Putting it back onto me and making a decision to move forward. So that's why I have you on today, just in case anybody knows. But at your level, what is it that you're doing to take care of yourself?
Let me talk about cars.
Oh, you're going through midlife.
I'm just going to talk about cars.
Okay, talk about cars.
This is a health statement. Actually, I'm going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
So one car puts in unleaded, right? It's got to have all the tools to unlead it, right? Some have regular, your older vehicles.
Yeah.
And some have premium.
Right.
So in society, what people never really keened on, and I learned this because at one point in time, as you know, I was going to go be a doctor. And so I was intrigued with medicine and intrigued with, I'll call it at that time medicine, the formulas that make up medicine. And this evolved over a period of time. So what I noticed was that the human body is a car. And it does matter if you have a vigorous lifestyle or you sit in an office all day or you walking. And it does matter. I don't care what anybody says, if you're black, white, Hispanic, Samoan, Asian. It does matter because those are different vehicles.
Right.
They're just vehicles. And if you live in the cold, it matters because the same person taking a supplement in the cold and one taking it in where it's really hot, it turns out different, depending on their melanated skin or not. So what I'm saying is that, like if you take a sports car, no matter what, some sports cars, like a BMW, actually last longer in Germany because of the rain. Here it breaks down because of the temperature. Still BMW. But if you take like a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce or something like that, and you can only put premium in it. So one gentleman, I don't remember his name, he wrote a book on something called a blood type diet. A blood type diet.
Okay, blood type diet.
Meaning, everybody here doesn't have the same type of blood.
No, we're different.
There's RH negative, there's A, there's AB, there's all that. Those are vehicles. So if the vehicle needs a certain type of fuel. So if you pick the wrong fuel for the body, then it doesn't matter what you eat because you have the wrong fuel in it. So when somebody asks me, well, what have I done? I was able early on in life to understand that fuel for the body. So I would just match the food that go along with that fuel. And then I would treat the food as fuel for that O blood type. See, O blood type can't eat pork. Right off the top. Jack you up.
Wait, in what way?
Well, you just can't consume it. It just doesn't. It's like, again, it's like putting a regular inside of a Ferrari. You can't do it.
It'll just go. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, start breaking down. But then you find people that because they grew up culturally with a product like that, they'll eat it and they don't know why they're always having problems. And then later on, they get on medicine. So I've never been on medicine. I ain't never, ever,
Me too.
ever,
I'm not on
ever
medicine
taken
right
a pill. I don't need to. But, if you have an AB blood or A blood type, your doctor's not going to tell you this. He's not trained to tell you this. He's going to avoid it. He's going to say, anything else. I'll give you an example. I had a gentleman, one of my clients recently, and we can talk about this. I was helping him helping him get into a spendthrift trust so he can no longer pay taxes. And so I was talking to him about this, and helping him with his. Yes, he's an investor and things like that, and I was helping him with his money and blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, you're at the age now, you probably need to get these insurance policies, these type of policies. You need to do infinite banking so we can help hypothecate the money, and 10, 20 years down the line, your kids can enjoy this. This joker had a heart attack, bro. I kid you not. Before we could do the paperwork. I'm like, what the hell? Right? Like we talked a couple weeks ago, and boom, he had his heart attack. So now he can't even qualify for everything that I basically said to him.
Oh, my
except,
God.
Except he probably can do the spendthrift because he owns a company. And, but now there's one side of his life he can't get.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was telling him what he needed to do with his body and blah, 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 blah. And people I don't know. It doesn't compute. It doesn't doesn't go up to the top.
I get that a lot too.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, man, bro, I just talked to you. And what was crazy is that, as men, when there are things that men always are worried about, like, okay, the reason why you got money is because somebody gave it to you. Or the reason why, because men, we're focused on trying to work hard, not smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And to be smart, it has nothing to do with education. Let me say that again. To be smart has nothing to do with education. It has everything to do with access.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
That's what it has to do with. It don't have nothing to do with intelligence. Wealthy people are not wealthy because they're intelligent.
No, we know that.
Yeah, look at me.
You said it.
But wealthy people are wealthy because they have access.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And I met a lot of dumb, wealthy people, billionaires and everything. And so it's not because of that. But what happens is man has such pride, he can't be taught the simple things to have the access. And so I've learned that in my world, in looking at ways to help people, they will overanalyze it. Mm-hmm. Whereas the smart guy that doesn't overanalyze is the one that wins.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the brilliant one. Because you start telling people how to do things with money, and I'll start talking to them. I said, hey, do you use your Social Security number for, I'm talking to regular men. Like, do you use your Social Security with your LLC and you pay taxes, right? He says, yeah. I go, do you know why? Even though they don't know why, and I do, they still want to research on something they don't know that I know. That's retarded. It's like retarded. What are you talking about? Like you're really going to go and research the information that I do, that I got a license for, mm-hmm. that I sit in front of a computer for 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
To learn like an attorney. But all of a sudden, you're going to go do the research to see and verify if I'm right before you move forward. Are you stupid? But that's the difference between a guy that is smart and a guy whose family will never see anything. Mm-hmm. You think about it. Me and you both. Think about it. Go back 10 fathers, like grandfathers. Where in the hell are those houses? Where's all the properties?
No.
Nada.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing, right?
Right.
So, but we always, and then people of color, they always think the white guy stole it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Well, we blame the white guy, so, But that's what we do. I mean, that's how we grew up. We just blame the white guy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we've been trained to do. That's what we've been trained to do.
And I get there's a part of that, There's a part of that, but it didn't happen to the guy I'm looking at square in the face today. But I get what has happened. Mm-hmm. It's undisputable, right? It's like trying to make us believe that they landed on the moon. It's undisputable how we ended up not having it. But when you get the access to know what to do to reverse it, and you take that step, then that's the guy who's smart. So when I asked the guy about, his Social Security or whatever, he doesn't understand. He's under statutory law. And I don't care what attorney's listening, because I'm going to be right. But statutory law basically says you got to pay taxes, baby. You got to pay taxes. But what happens if you had access to find out another law that will usurp that one, and they never told you about it?
I've heard about it.
Constitutional law.
Not that one, but I heard that there's stuff that you could, yeah.
Constitutional law trumps statutory law all day. And don't put a contract to the constitutional law. Because once you do that, you don't got to do nothing. Okay? And so, but attorneys don't like it. They don't get paid. CPAs don't like it. Because they can't get that paid. Because once you know how to do it, once you got the access, and you know it works, you don't, that's what I'm saying, you don't need to be rich. You just need to be smart. And so what you see that the women are going into, I'm going back to that one. What they're going into is things like this. Because they're calling me. And the men I'm talking to, they're still, I want to think about those. I want to say, keep your ass broke then. Keep paying it. Do
you think when men are doing it because, like I said, they're not being open?
Trust.
Trust. I was going to say, trust. Not being open. It's a man. It's a macho thing. It's pride.
I mean, it's trust. It's trust and the desire to know people that are successful, the desire to know them and can't get to them, their motivation that, for what they're trying to do. They're always trying to improve or impress people too much. And everything that they do. And then if they can't get nothing out of you, they crush you. And I found that, man, some of the most nicest guys are are both wealthy and rich, and they just made soft decisions. That's why you got to be careful. And it's not, somebody say, well, it's not the loudest guy in the room or whatever. Yeah. No, sometimes the loudest guy in the room is the right guy. Right? Because they say, well, the guy that's loudest in the room, it's the opposite, right? And no, I said sometimes the quietest guy in the room is the one you need to really watch out for. That's the snake. Because I never heard no snake make no noise.
This is a rattlesnake.
Yeah,
they're making noise though.
Yeah, they don't make no noise.
Yeah,
because they got a bite. But so I don't, I just think that the smart guy.
No, and I love this because even our interns sitting here today, I can see that they're really loving this conversation because that's my point. It's us having these type of discussions and our young men learning this. Doesn't matter if they're Latino, black, white, right. But they're not learning this.
Let's talk about the structures, because this is one that if I would have known this when I was their age, okay, I'm telling you what I'm about to tell you is like, I wish I knew this. And you have to, if you want to, it doesn't matter what you go through life, whether you go through a divorce, you lose a family, a mother, father, dad. It doesn't even matter for what I'm about to say. If you want to be wealthy, you have to reprogram your mind to understand that some of the things that people tell you that are not good to go to, some people say, well, you don't need education. Well, yes, you need to be educated. It's different. You might not need education, right? But you need to be educated.
Right.
All right. So, and then a lot of the youth today are told to go out there and just try. And you'll figure it out along the way. Wealthy people don't do that. Wealthy people take their kid when they're 10, 11, 12, and they get them tested.
I think you had me take a test.
Yeah, I did. Wait, what's this?
Yeah.
So they get them tested at 10, 11, 12. And the reason for that is that they put that test on their brain because it shows how the brain works. And it doesn't matter. If they take the test at 12, they still will have the same results at 30. It's still the same because those profile tests tell you who has business acumen, where they're going to be. It tells you where they're going to go.
Wow.
But what happens is the schools don't do that on purpose. You don't get that test until you're later on in life, and they give you a whole bunch of them when you're at Yale or Harvard or going to UCLA. And then you ask them, anybody at UCLA, oh, yeah, I took those. But they've already programmed where they want to go. But the average home, where the income's not as high, they go through, on the average, 6 to 7 career changes. And by the time they go through those changes, they have developed a mindset of not being successful, but being dependent on the system. Mm-hmm. So that's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two is that most people see success through time and product. Meaning they take a product, they want to sell a product, right? Use up their time and make the margin. They think selling,
Mm-hmm.
They think that's the way. Because if I can sell enough of these, I can live this lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're trading time for product. Well, other people don't think that way. That is not the way they think. Everything they trade and sell, what they don't look at that as profit. They look at that as seed. They look at that as seed. Because what they're going to do is try to get the entire world to invest into them. The world, not just the product, where there's only a gap, a niche market, whether it's coffee or whether it's soap or whether it's, there's only so many people going to buy that soap and they're going to use that soap. There's only some people going to buy a phone and use that phone. So what the kid is taught when he's young, man, if I just open up a store, man, if I open up that, and man, if I become a mechanic. Well, every subject that he picks has to do with a product being sold and time. So he's willing to trade time for product. And that's not how rich people think. So that's a problem. So they got to get reprogrammed on that.
Right.
Right?
When you're saying that right now, it's like that's relating to me right now. I feel that right now. I'm like, damn, I'm stuck in two.
Right. Right. But that's not where the money's at.
I'm going to have to take away my pitch deck.
That's not where the money's at.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The money's not in the product. It's not in the product and being sold and then being replaced and over again and replenishing it. That's not where rich people think the money's at. It's not there.
Wow.
Then you go to another stage. Another stage is that, they teach you, well, if you get all these licenses, if you become a doctor, if you become a lawyer, if you become, these categories, all right, you can open up your own firm, make all this money, be a Johnny Cochran or whoever, whatever, be all that. And that's not where money at either. Because that's going to take your time.
Right.
Right? Because remember, it steals your time. And so you have to understand, what are the licenses for? Like, what is that license really for? Every license, a doctor, a lawyer, a financial guy, it only gives you one thing. They are all equal. It gives them one thing. And what it gives them is access. That's all it gives them. It doesn't make them smarter, more intelligent. It gives them access, because I can sit in front of my attorneys and I know more than they do. Right? And I'm like, okay, the thing that I know more of is the understanding of why I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
But you might know how statutory law, I'm back to that, statutory law works about what I'm talking to you. But the problem is that statutory law, they don't want you to know a lot about it. It's because that's what they use to control society. It's statutory law. So now you have this third category, access. I need licenses for access. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Because of your degree. Because of your degree, you have access.
Access. That's all it is. And access at a certain level. Mm-hmm. That's it. But they want you to believe that you reached this pinnacle. But only thing they did, they made you pay a higher price to have more access to what the system already has. That's for free.
It's true. You can get, yes.
The information they can provide, it can give you is free.
Yes. On that point, I have a good friend. Yeah. I got sick not too long ago. Right. And she's my good friend. She's into holistic medicine and stuff. Right. And I called her up and said, oh my God, I have this pain, this and this and that. Boom. She told me, do this, this, and this. I was still a little skeptical. Yeah. Because it was hurting me a lot. Yeah. So I went to the doctors. I went to the
Oh,
doctors.
you went to statutory law.
I went to doctors. Okay.
Right.
They said, "Oh, this is what's going on." Exactly what she said, and they charged me $300.
Right.
I told her, and she said, "Next time you do that, I'm going to charge you because they prescribed me what she told me to go get."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, how do you know this?" She goes, "Because I read the books."
Listen to this.
She has access to the books.
I'm gonna go further. When a person feels like they are going to have a heart attack, they go to the hospital. Let's just say they get admitted.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna see this right on the foot. And this is how they plug you with medicine. So they put you in the hospital. They put you on what they call a CLD, a clear liquid diet. That's what they do. Everybody here knows why.
My brother's on it right now.
Right?
He just had a stroke and he's on that right now.
Okay. Do you know why?
No.
Because, and I'll make a little joke out of it. Because he doesn't know how to control his mouth from eating sugar and salt. Watch this.
Yeah, they're trying to control right now.
They're controlling what he eats.
Yes.
Now follow this. Because they're trying to control what he eats, they know that his body will automatically, by itself, without the doctor, they know his body automatically will in 72 hours, it'll go right back to the regular levels.
It resets itself.
It resets itself. But here's what they do. Because prior to resetting that heart attack scared the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So when it resets itself, they pull the blood at once. They wait 72 hours. We're gonna do another blood. What they're looking for is to measure how he set, how he got resetted. They know that all he needs in his life is to shut his mouth, stop eating that food, right? Mm-hmm. And he'll be fine. No.
True.
But what they do, they scare him, say, "Oh, now you reset yourself. Now we're gonna see how much poison we can give you for how your reset look. So we'll make you feel a little high right here, a little give you some of that, get that OC toxin up in there. We'll make sure you feel good. So we're gonna prescribe to you this high blood pressure medicine. We're gonna prescribe to you these things when he don't even need it. All he needed to do is reset. The thing that his problem is his mouth. Mm-hmm. So now how do I know this? Because I've done this to a lot of people, at least a couple hundred. Every single one on high blood pressure medicine, got them all off. And I told him, I said, I want you to do this. Doctor lied to you, first of all. Your body's not designed to take that shit. Excuse my language.
That's right. That's right. No, but our body's not.
But
this is all our opinions.
Watch this.
Our opinions.
Watch this.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
I'm listening.
Yeah, it's not designed to take it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now remember, I had access to say that statement. It's not designed to take it. And because when you go to other countries, they don't take it. Okay, so high blood pressure medicine is not in every country.
Wow.
So when they take it, what I tell them, I said, okay, how long you been taking it? Okay, great. So what we're going to do this week, we're going to start chopping away at two subjects, sugar and salt. That's all I need. Just give me the sugar and give me the salt. Give it back. All right? Then I take that down. I said, okay, you know that 50 milligrams or 20 milligrams you're taking? Leprotor or whatever? Chop that, right? Don't talk to your doctor. Just chop it. I said, I'm going to teach you something. They chop it off. So they take that down. Then they chop a little bit more. We take it down. Then the last thing I get is the coffee. Because I know you're tripping off the coffee, right? So once I take the coffee, I'm home free. Then I said, now schedule your appointment to your doctor. Tell him you're still taking it. He's going to draw your blood, and he's going to think that you are taking it and you're still right, because he don't even know what he's looking at. And every single time, the doctor lie in their face. And they go, hey, doctor, I've been taking the medicine. And he goes, oh, your blood looks good. You're doing right. Keep on taking it. And they hadn't even taken it.
Wow. That's interesting.
Man, you call me when I'm on a podcast. I got to go. I'm literally on the podcast. I'm on the podcast right now. Answer the phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, man. Thanks for calling, man.
That better be the president or something, man. You answer the phone right now.
I'll call you back. Thanks.
No, but I love that because
Yeah.
that's what I've learned, and don't get me wrong. I listen to other podcasts, another podcast I listen to, and people, I do research, like you said, it's access. And I do research like Joe Rogan.
Now remember, but
Well, hold on,
remember,
Joe Rogan and them, they don't go to the doctors for when they get ill, but they do believe in doctors when they break their leg or certain things that's
there's
what they're
things for the doctor
Yes.
to do.
Yes.
But doctors do not go through a pharmaceutical training for medicine, but for a month. So when they do their continuing education, they're just doing a continuing education based on the product that's coming out. So a pharmacist understands the medicine because they can determine how the medicine. Okay, the medicine is like a freeway. So you got freeway, you got exits. A pharmacist can tell you where it exits at the body, where it exits at the toe, where it exits at the arm, right? It's just exits. A doctor knows how to understands the vehicle itself, but they don't understand how the medicine exits the freeway. So that's why they always bump heads at the pharmacy. So that's why the pharmacist is always called doctor. I ain't giving you this. Right? You got a guy here, 250 pounds, he weighs this, and that. You remember, he's studying, he knows the exit of the med.
Right.
And it's too much.
I've seen that, yes.
Yeah, it all goes together. And so, but going through that part has to do with the man manning up. Right? And again, a lot of the treatments and things they want men to do at certain ages, points, I don't agree with any of that. Not none of it.
Well, what do you think about that? Was it colonoscopy?
Hell no.
Yeah, they said that people were dying.
There is no way, because now, see, you got to realize, and I hate to say what I'm about to say, but this is the absolute truth.
This is his opinion.
All doctors.
This is your opinion.
No.
I don't want people to get.
No, man. This ain't my opinion. Everybody out there know what I'm about to say.
Okay, say it.
Everybody don't like you.
They don't like me?
Your doctor, every doctor that, it's like you get prescribed to go to do colons, whatever, do the colon thing.
The colonoscopy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You walk in the room, and he mad at Mexicans.
Yeah, he could be.
He could be.
Yeah.
He might not like them. And you going to let him help you? But see, that they go, oh, well, that could be far few in between. You cannot tell me it never happened. And because you can't tell me it never happened, that's a problem.
Right. You don't know.
Because you got to develop a relationship with the person that's going to be touching and working on your body. That's
right.
And so, unfortunately, it has been proven, especially in the black community, how they gave us syphilis. How they injected it and told it was going to do good to us. Our government has told us, oh, this is good for you. Look what they did with COVID. This is good for you. And now you're going to trust somebody to go up in your rectum? Are you crazy? When they don't even do that test in Africa. When they don't do that test in certain other countries. They don't even do it. It's not even a subject. They make money off of it by causing a problem after they do it.
Wow.
Will they admit to that? No.
No.
That's like them admitting, someone that I know, their husband died of COVID shot. Do you know that she went to go collect the insurance policy? And the insurance said because of the way he died, they don't get the money. Wow. So everybody that's got that shot, what they're going to do when they go into the morgue looks at their medical record. If they had a COVID shot, they can point it to that shot. And if they point it to that shot, because it was you was voluntary, right? And it was an experimental product. You was basically a lab rat, and you volunteered to take it. Therefore, no insurance company will cover it. Not in the United States.
And that's fact. Is that fact or?
That's fact.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Yeah. Insurance companies do not have to cover experimental drugs that you volunteer to take, even though you was forced to take it. Go figure that thought. So
can we stay away from the government stuff? Because I'm not trying to get us on the radar here.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But it's true.
God,
it's out there.
Mark,
That's
get
why
me on the radar.
But didn't he? But see, these are the things that men are dealing with in small different levels of that, which the real focus of the wealthy is to make sure you don't understand the other system that can make you wealthy.
No, and I love
so
the
there's
fact,
distractions.
I love the fact because you just said it's the key. It's the key and it's access. That's the key.
But
to every
if I can
success is
blind you,
access.
there's a couple of things. If I don't want to bring up those subject. Oh man, but if you take someone away from the access and make them, because a guy who focuses on his health all the time, he can't focus on life.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that has good health, that is toiling all day, he can't focus on his life. So they're both screwed. They're both jacked. So if everything you've been told, you're trying to figure out, how can I get out of this rat race? And, and you think about, you go in your neighborhood, you see, a certain person in there, they live in the life, they live in the dream, and they talk about old money. You heard the term old money before, right?
Yeah, old money.
Yeah, but old money is a term because of the insurance companies. That's where it comes from. Because the insurance companies are the ones that go into the marketplace. And why is it the insurance companies the only group in the world that cannot lose money?
Ooh.
They invest. You got to think about that. Disney can lose money before the insurance company. They're not the insurance company. They don't lose the money. So then who's the real bank? If you don't know who the real bank is, it's not Bank of America. The real bank is the insurance company. So if I go and invest my money into the insurance company and I know how to, I can't use this word. I'll get in trouble for that because I'm
Please, don't get me in trouble, man.
No, because I got the license, right?
Oh.
So because I know how to, but if I knew how to take an insurance policy and turn it into a bank, which I know how to do, right?
I have seen TikTok videos that you can do that. And I've told some people, and they're very skeptical, but you can't turn your insurance money into a bank. Yes, you can.
This is so you can turn it
I've
into a
seen
bank.
it, yes.
So, but it's not just that statement, it's how and why. Because they don't understand that the insurance company is the one that is the bigger bank than Bank of America. That's the bank. The real bank is the insurance company. So what happens is that the wealthy know that, but they got to keep you busy with health issues and trading product for time so that you never get access.
Right. You work and you get paid for your time. That's all.
And you work a lot.
And you work a lot, you'll get paid for that, your time.
Right.
So it's
and then
time.
I'm going to tax you. I'm going to tax you when you get your money.
Yes.
I'm going to tax you when you buy some food. I'm going to tax you when you buy your gas. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to make sure that everything that you have, let's go back to what I was talking about with your grandparents, 10 generations back. I'm going to tax everything you got. I don't care if you have a will. I don't care if you just go out and get a regular trust. Because I can still put all that in probate court. You know why? Statutory law. Because you don't know how to set it up in constitutional law. Wow. And because you don't know how to do that, you don't have the access to that, you can go out and get all the trusts you want. You can go out and get all the wills you want. And you can own your house cash free and everything. But when you're dead, me as a state, I'm going to get your stuff. It's easy. And I'm going to tax all your family again with estate taxes. Right? Yeah. And then I'm going to stick them in probate for 5 years, and I'm going to take 60%, leave them the 40%, and they don't get that either. You know why? Because when they hold that 40%, who are they holding it for? The creditors. They're now going to come and gobble that up. And the creditors come in there and get it, and by the time it gets down to the kid,
pennies.
Wow. And they repeat that system to every American in the country all the time. And that's why it's called the 1%. Not the 1% because they got money. It's because they're smart and they have access. And if you're smart and got access, you don't need a lot of money. But if you sitting there toiling, and you worry about your sick health, you worry about your body, worry about trading profit time, you just worry about all the other stuff. And the rich don't even think about that stuff. It's the farthest thing from their mind. What they do think about is that insurance company. What they do think about is how they are, like, everybody brag about this, but they don't really do it. They don't know what it is. I got this. I can say I have it. Okay? I got it. So, own nothing, control everything. How do you do that? Constitutional law puts it right there. Because once you're in the constitutional law, right, the state can't say, let me see. Like, see what? I'm up here, baby. You got no access. You can't talk to me. You can't say nothing to me. You can't send me to probate court. You can't even tax my ass. You can't do nothing. I don't own nothing. I just control it all.
Wow.
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost.
Dang, dude.
So when you
That's
see
good.
when you see how men will man up, the reason why you can't help them man up, and is like sometimes they're trying to get you to convince them, and I'm like, bro, I don't need to convince you. I'm already doing it, right? I'm already doing it. You focus on growing your business, right? And I'm trying to focus on staying invisible. It's two different systems.
No, I love it. I love it. No, you've told me for many years that
Yeah.
you always want to be.
Yeah,
you're
because and you got
I'm a ghost. I'm the ghost.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to be.
I like being a ghost, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Is it like wealthy people that are wealthy that are dealing with not success but fame is different. So when you do fame, it's different. But in fame, you have to unfortunately show two sides of yourself. You got to show the tax side so people keep paying taxes, but then there's a side you never show nobody. I know they do it.
No, and everything you're saying, it's not fluff or anything that you.
No, not
no,
fluff.
because I've looked into some of this. I've asked my my insurance guy
You don't know.
about what you said
Yeah.
about putting it into this certain type of fund,
Yeah.
and that you could use it as a bank and all this stuff. And they said to ask your financial advisor guy, and you'll watch his face, and that he won't want to do it because he doesn't get paid. And I asked, and he goes, "Yeah, if you want me to, man, or whatever." But he was mad because they don't get paid for it.
They
but
don't get paid a lot.
No, he didn't get nothing.
It's nothing, like nothing, right?
Yeah.
And so he doesn't.
But he sets my money up for me to use my own money as my bank, and I get to just make money off my own money, and just keep going, and pull from it. Like I'm the bank. I'm my own bank. And stuff. Interesting.
problem. There's a problem with that. See, again, the typical.
Okay, we got 5 minutes. This is good. All these guys here. See, that's why I wanted to have a discussion like
Yeah.
this, because it's about empowering the young generation. That was the purpose of the whole talk.
Well, you
I know
know
we
what?
went to a lot of things. We talked about health and this,
Right.
but it's about empowering our younger generation. I hope that people learn about this too. It's not putting down an industry or anything like that. It's just exposing and access, getting that access,
getting access out there,
and that's what the government is mad at right now, because we do have so much access now.
and they want to shut it down.
They want to shut it down.
They're not trying to shut down
and
anything.
control it.
You have to listen. You can only be dominated if your opponent has access to the information you have. They don't need substance. They just need access. Because once they get the access, they can go get the substance. It's not hard to get the substance. Everybody that I know could be invisible and control everything. And that is scary. Because, imagine how much time that took to discover all that.
Yeah,
all the
together.
doors that were blocked. People that know it that won't tell you, right? They don't want you to have that access. But, we have that access. And so...
Well, you still there's people out there that are very wealthy that do control a lot of stuff, and we do not know who the hell they are, but they're controlling everything.
well, the DuPonts and I don't
They
want to
put
names out. Yeah.
but they put the key people in positions that they're the face.
Yeah, it was
Because
seven
I don't need to be the face. I control it.
Well, the seven families don't want to. Yeah, the seven families that run our government. Yeah, they're out there, and and they, whatever they're doing.
Yeah, don't come, dude. You're gonna get me in trouble here.
Seven, by the way.
Well, man, thank you so
Yes.
much for coming on.
Great
man.
coming out today.
This is a great conversation.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We're not finished.
We're not finished. We're gonna have another one. I want to bring maybe 2 more guys.
Let's do that.
And really just tear this up.
We can go ahead and do that.
And everybody just gives their opinion and stuff. And we do this maybe every couple months, man.
Let's do it.
We gotta have this empowerment guy talk.
I appreciate you letting me come on.
No, thank you for coming on. I know
Awesome.
I asked you. You're like, yes. You wanted to put limitations on me. And I was like, no, no. We're going to talk. Well, what we're going to talk about? You were kind of scared
I'm
though.
like, what are we going to talk about, man?
I don't want to talk about my personal life, man. Don't bring me on there. I'm a ghost. No, but thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Right.
You know, don't follow him. Don't follow him.
If they show you my tab, follow me. You know how to get a hold of me.
Yes, I'll put your Instagram. I'll put your Instagram.
Yeah, put my IG up there.
I'll put your IG up there
It's
and stuff.
private, but click. Let me know who you are.
But from there, well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate
brother.
you, man. Love you, man.
right,
We'll
man.
see you guys next week,
Holla.
Monday, 7 a.m.
Thank you so much for watching Let's Connect Now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, contact us today.